Welcome back, everybody. Everything that we have gone through in year number 4 with the Bobcats has led to this moment right here. We're coming off a 5-game win streak to close the regular season, and now we face the Old Dominion Monarchs, who come in 8-4 in conference play in the Sunbelt Conference Championship. We come in now a top 25 ranked team, number 18 in the entire country, a 9-3 record overall, and 7-1 in conference play. We won the Sunbelt West, they won the East, and we are matching up in Houma at Cypress Grove Stadium for our first ever title game appearance in the Sunbelt. Midway through our year, we turned things around offensively. Breda now up to 30 touchdown passes, only 7 interceptions, a fantastic completion percentage, fantastic yards per game, rating, YPA, you name it, he has done it well. Meanwhile, on the ground, Karan Boyd on his way to potentially winning best running back in the entire nation. Javon Moore has been a standout wide receiver and the top target this year for our quarterback, Stephen Breda. The offensive line has been fantastic, and after moving to a zone scheme, the defense has turned things around, becoming one of the top sacking teams on defense, one of the top turnover-worthy teams in the Sunbelt, and we have won 5 games in a row going into the biggest game of the series. Meanwhile, ODU comes in having lost their last game of the year, and they have used 2 quarterbacks this year. They've had Colton Joseph, their impact captain, over 15 touchdowns, but then behind him, you've also got Quinn Hennicle, who's thrown for 14 touchdowns when Joseph has been taken out due to injury. You've seen Isaac Regis go for over 1,000 rushing yards and 85 per game, but he has lost the ball 4 different times this year. He has not been sure-handed. But their top target at wide receiver, Max Flemester, has caught 16 touchdowns, which is way more than anybody on our team this season. Their offensive line has been fantastic all season long. Their top guy only allowing 5 sacks. Very impressive stuff right there. They have Ahmad Foster, who is a really good pass rushing threat, but they have not forced too many turnovers at all this season. So if we're going to win, the offense has to keep their hot streak going. So here we go in Cypress Grove Stadium in the Sunbelt Conference Championship game. Our first ever appearance, our first chance to win this conference outright. We will start with the football. If you guys do not mind, please do like the video, subscribe, leave your feedback down below on the episode and the series if you're enjoying it. And we are officially underway here in the Sunbelt Conference Championship as Breda is sacked on the opening play from scrimmage. A loss of 5. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15. This offense has been hot the last 5 weeks. We dropped 63 a week ago, and a big win to close the year against Louisiana as the first pass goes to CJ Nelson for a gain of 4. So already a pretty tough 3rd down here. The offense converts. They can. It's caught. LaShawn Gray hauls that one in. That's going to be a 1st down for Houma. Karan Boyd is the back. Will fake it his way. Breda rolls out and dumps it off to Springer for nothing. Breda setting up a screen, finds Boyd, good blocking. He's able to get around 8.5. Now it's 3rd and shorts across their own 40-yard line. We're going to try and keep it alive by throwing it, and it's hauled in by our number 1 wide receiver, Javon Moore. So we find some big touchdown plays his way in this one. Breda rolls out, checks it down, and Gray goes out of bounds on his 2nd catch. A lot of throws early on. That's going to be a 1st down again. That's Javon Moore with his 2nd catch. No runs to open the game. Now we go empty on 1st and 10. 4-man rush, pocket collapsing, and Breda is dropped by Foster this time for a loss of 12. That will be Foster's 10th sack of the season to this point. As Breda looks to take off, scrambling inside the 35 to bring up 3rd and 12. Again, a 10 on that run. We are probably just outside of field goal range for Lincoln. As Breda back it up again, and now we're definitely not in range for a field goal. The 2nd for Foster, the 3rd of the drive for this Monarch defense. Oh man, what a punt! That punt just went off of the pylon and bounced out of bounds before crossing the goal line. The Monarchs will start with it. Out comes Colton Joseph inside their 1, out at like the half-inch yard line. Absolutely unreal. And that's gonna be a safety! What a start for this defense. And special teams too. Maloney makes that tackle in the end zone. We're going to get the ball right back, up 2-0. Very different start that we're used to here in these last several games. That first drive took over half the quarter off the clock, and now we're already back on the field after 1 defensive snap, and Breda's pass is incomplete, trying to find Miles Springer. So we've seen the pocket collapse a couple of times. There's already been 3 sacks for the Monarchs. Can our offensive line stand tall? Breda has to scramble, and Foster brings him down for his 3rd first quarter sack. Do you believe this? He came in with 9. He's going to leave with at least 12. What has happened to our offensive line between last week and this week? Breda throws a pick right over the middle, returned up to the Houma 31. A disastrous start for the offense. And ODU is here to play on the road. Wow. Just threw it right over the heart of the field, and linebacker sat there waiting for it. Now this offense can come in and, really get going here with great starting field position. They'll hand it off. It's going to be a loss of 2. Good play by Malik Moon, who continues to be this defense's best defensive player. The 2nd and long now. They'll fake it. Pressure coming, but Joseph gets rid of it, and there's space up the sideline for a first down. From the 16, they will keep it with Joseph, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. Malik Moon once again there in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. And they go with a very wide set, trips towards the top, and Joseph is taken out. Sacked by Dorian Combs that time. That backs him up just inside the 30 now. 3rd and very long. Can our defense hold these guys to a field goal or worse? Screen setting up. Good blocking, but not even close to a first down. And the field goal team does come out. This would be a 35-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is wide to the right, and they get nothing out of it. The Breda pick leads to no points for ODU despite starting at the 31-yard line. The offense can now have a chance to, get back on track, recover from their last couple of drives, and hopefully put their own points on the board as Karan Boyd slips through a hole and picks up the first down, his first carry, and it goes for 8 yards. I want to run the ball a bit more here and see if we can open up the field by doing so. They bring a blitz. Breda can't escape it. The 5th sack of the first quarter for the Monarchs. We are just getting hammered up front. We have lost the trench battle on almost every play, as now LaShawn Gray is tackled after a 1-yard gain. Another 3rd and long coming up. This is not the start I was hoping for or expecting. 2.5 yards per play or less for both teams. Despite us having the ball for over 9 minutes, the offense has not put points on the board. Start of the second quarter. We come out from the 33-yard line. They bring a blitz, and Breda gets rid of it, finding Scooter Page. Well blocked up the field. We're across the 40. We need more chunk plays like that. Here's a screen for LaShawn Gray. Actually develops pretty well. It's going to be an 8-yard pickup. We're definitely in field goal range now. We got trips left of the offensive line. They're going to bring 5. Great, a hit as he throws it. Under pressure on over half of his throws to this point. This offensive line has to start to put things together here. 3rd and 2. We're going to try a handoff. Boyd spins off one tackle, but is still met in the backfield for a loss. Now comes George Lincoln for our first attempt at putting points on the board. And his kick is off to the left. Both kickers now have missed a field goal. And the offenses still have yet to score for both teams. The Monarchs come out from the spot of the miss at the 31-yard line in their own territory. It's still 2-0 Houma. They'll hand it off, and Pounds is there for the tackle. Delayed give. There's a hole opening up. Good tackle made by Hunter Haynes. That sets up 3rd and 4 for Old Dominion. A defensive battle so far. They will try the run again. And now a bigger hole opens up the sideline. And Regis has his best run of the day. He's got 5 carries, 20 yards so far. He'll give it to his backup now, but nothing opens up. Now a little RPO. First down across the Houma 35-yard line. Play action, right side, and broken up. Great reaction time by DeMarvin Holland, who was a bit off the mark there to start that play, but gets back on defense, and now Joseph is sacked for the second time. It's Draymond Gates coming off the edge. 3rd and forever for the Monarchs. Joseph under pressure, sacked again. Dorian Combs and Gates team up this time for Houma's 3rd sack. Offense comes out. We take over at the 14. Handing off to Karan Boyd. Left side. Defense all over it. Now we go empty, and Breda finds Trayon Bell trying to cut the other way. A yard shy of the sticks. 3rd and just that 1 yard to go. Javon Moore in motion. We fake it his way. Hand it off to Boyd, who stumbles and is not able to get across the first down marker. And we're going to have to give it right back to ODU again. This has been our toughest battle since before the win streak began. Easily. But it's still 2-0. Defense playing well. Under 4.5 to go in the first half. Regis pushed forward. And he picks up 6 more yards. The ground game has been solid so far for the Monarchs. Passing game has been definitely spotty as Regis breaks a tackle and bursts upfield for a first. First down, head of steam for Regis. Spun again, but consistent 5, 6, 7-yard gains on these runs. Now Regis comes out. Joseph flips it for a short pickup. Good tackle there by John Decker. Brings up 3rd and 3. A crucial play just within field goal range or just outside of field goal range. Joseph keeps it but won't get anything. And in fact, he will lose a yard. And they will try the field goal attempts. He missed the first one a couple of drives ago. Now a second chance from 53 yards away, and he hits it to put the Monarchs in front by a point. All right, 2-minute drill for the offense. We have all 3 timeouts. Got to go 80 yards for a touchdown, and we might get one first play. It's Scooter Page up the seam. Won't be a score, but it's a huge chunk play up to the 37-yard line. What a play call to score right to one of our biggest playmakers. A lot of yards after catch this year for Scooter Page in his senior season. It's a 43-yard play to open up this drive that will likely end the first half. Can we keep the ball, take care of it, and put points on the board for the first time? Breda will scramble. He's got room to run all the way inside the 15. Gain of 25. First down from the 12. Breda wants to scramble again. He's got space and picks up 9 this time. The stands are packed here in Houma as the offense looks to score for the first time here in the championship game. Breda's pass caught on a dive, and who do you think it is? Javon Moore. It was not going to be anybody else. That's his 10th TD of the season, and these stands are loud, packed with fans. The home crowd loves it, and the offense will not go for 2. They will take the PAT, and so they go up by 6, approaching halftime. Monarchs come out empty from their 16-yard line. All 3 timeouts. 3-man rush. And big play! Immediate response! And he is gone! A defensive breakdown. The Monarchs answer on the first play of their drive. Do you believe that? Offense has not come easy for either team until these last 2 plays. Sergio Caraway just goes deep down the field, and a bust in coverage will put ODU immediately back in the lead by 1. An 84-yard touchdown out of nowhere. Can the offense respond in equal measure? We just hand it off instead, and Boyd picks up 5. And that will take us to halftime at home, trailing at the break for the first time in a long time. Over 7 yards per play for the Monarchs. A lot of that came on that last play from scrimmage for their offense. And despite our offense kind of picking things up towards the end, they have answered every time we have scored. 10-9, Monarchs in front through 2. And they will start with the football from their 19-yard line, starting through the air. The slant pass is caught. That was Glenn there in coverage. Brings up 2nd and shorts. They will give this to Regis, who shrugs off 1 defender and picks up a first down. Over 5 yards per carry for Regis. It's been kind of a common theme for us these last couple of weeks. Now he takes off for a big gain up to the 47. Now it's up to 6.5 per carry. Really good starts for their ground attack. Now Joseph keeps it. Defense ready. And now a flag that's going to go against the defense. Against John Decker IV. That makes it 2nd and 2. Regis somehow only gets a yard there. Took us a while to find him behind his offensive lineman, but now a pretty key 3rd down right here. They need 1 yard, and Regis is dropped for a loss. Huge play by James Couch Smith. Been calling his name plenty these last couple of weeks. That is a nice stop for our defense against a player that has had our number for most of this game. And now a great punt as a starting inside our own 4. Can we avoid a safety like they could not? We hand it off, and Boyd will pick up 6 to give us some breathing room. So only 1 score by the offense all first half, or worst offensive half since the win streak began. And now pressure. Breda dropped. Marked down inside the 1. Unblocked pressure. Number 6 for the Monarchs. And we have a long way to go on 3rd down. And as far as you possibly can be inside your own territory. And we will have to punt. Monarchs have it at the 42, already in Houma territory. Fantastic starting field position. They start with Regis picking up 8 yards on the ground. Only a handful of tackles for loss. The rest have been big gains, but there's one in the backfield by Maloney. It's a loss of 1. Another key third down, just outside of field goal range, and Joseph taken down back at the 45. Only a 25-yard punt that time. Houma comes out from the 20-yard line, starting with the pass. But not a lot there. Nelson with 4 yards. Defense giving us a chance here in this game. The offense has to find their rhythm. Javon Moore tries to cut it back. Instead, we lose 1. We have been brought to third down several times per drive. Can we convert? Play fake. Breda lofts it. Knocked away. Intended for Nelson. And we have come out just sloppy on both sides, but our defense has had definitely way more good plays than bad. They will take over once again with great field position from the 41. The third quarter is nearly over, under 3.5 to go. They'll hand it off to Regis. There's a hole. He picks up 8. At this rate, our defense might have to make a turnover themselves and might have to score themselves again, as Joseph can't get rid of it. He's in trouble. The 5th sack from the Bobcats. We've got 5. They've got 6. Draymond Gates has 2.5 of those. Dwayne Combs has about 2 as well. Now it's 3rd and 12. Joseph fires under pressure, wide open. A flag comes in. This might be roughing the passer. That is going to be the penalty. Tack on 15, a huge third down play, and they get extra yards after it too. Wow. Just when you thought our defense had them once again, they take over at the 15. Pass caught. Now inside the 10. Monarchs trying to go up by 8 points. More than likely here in this drive. Joseph. Incomplete. That came off the helmet of Shakir Pounds, who was pressuring Joseph. Another big third down. Every third down crucial the rest of this game. They'll fake the handoff, and touchdown in the end zone for the Monarchs. We brought pressure, but Joseph got rid of it quickly, and we are officially in trouble. We trail by 8. The best we can do is tie the game here on this possession, as Page is wrapped up for a loss. This Monarchs defense has been all over the place, making every single play difficult. We stay empty. Nelson in motion. He crosses, gets the target, turns upfield. He's got room up the sideline. Big first down. From the 47-yard line, we fake it. Route Breda takes off, but a great block shed, and we don't get much out of that either. 2nd and 8 as we approach the 4th quarter. 9-17. ODU's been in control for the vast majority of this game, despite the yardage being almost equal between these two teams. The score points their way. 12 left to go here in regulation in Houma, Louisiana. They bring a blitz. Breda lofts it and caught by Javon Moore. Somebody's got to start making some plays on offense. It might as well be him. He's been our best target all year long for our quarterback. Now a screen set for Springer, but that does not really get us a whole lot. 2nd and 8. We missed one field goal. They missed one. Can we at least score something here on this possession? That's going to get us 6 yards closer to a first down. That's Nelson. Now we come out here in the pistol, needing the 24-yard line for a first down, and Boyd is somehow not going to get there. And the offense will stay out there on 4th down. A huge play call in the 4th quarter, trailing by 8. We hand it off, and the run is absolutely stuffed. And we turn the ball over on downs. If the Monarchs score, it might be game over, given how things have gone so far. Our defense needs to make a play. The offense having their biggest test of the entire season. Even worse than the first couple weeks of the year. Now Regis finds a hole. Up to the 45. On 1st down, they'll hand it off. Regis, another 6-yard run. He is 1 yard shy of 100 on less than 20 carries. You gotta make a stop here on this drive. You cannot allow field goal range or anything else. But Joseph runs, and now they're inside the 40. The clock ticking away. Can somebody make a big play? Force a fumble. He's fumbled 4 times this year. Joseph stays on his feet and gets rid of it. You could have had a sack there. Instead, he escapes it. 2nd and 10. Joseph hands it off, and there's nothing there. Loss of 1. Another absolutely pivotal 3rd down in this game. With now under 7 left to go, it's going to be a screen for Regis. He waits, but should have kept going. 4th down, they will punt from the 36-yard line. Huge stop by our defense. The offense does not have many more chances. Another great punt. We're back at the 4 again. Their punter has been amazing. And now we take over with a fullback dive that picks up 5 yards to give us some more room. We come out empty under half the quarter left to play. Breda. Picked! No! Return touchdown! Monarchs! Jordan Saunders might have put this game away. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. We came in winners of 5 games in a row, looking as dominant as ever. But all of a sudden, with no adjustments coming in, all 22 starters staying the same, the playbook staying the same as it has been on both sides for the last 5 weeks. And now, it all comes crashing down in the biggest game of the dynasty. If we lose this game, I think our college football playoff hopes vanish. And now we trail 24-9 with 5:36 left to go. It's going to take a miracle to come back in this one and come out on top. We start with a pass to Nelson. He picks up 12. But greatest first pick did not cost us, but that one cost us 7 points. Now floated out of reach for LaShawn Gray. A rare miss by Breda. He said too many of those here in this one. Caught by Nelson. You got to go fast. It's 4-down territory. Every play rest of the game for the Bobcats. They bring a blitz. Breda has to throw it, and it's caught! Perfectly placed. Javon Moore pulls it down, and that will stop the clock. 1st and 10. Quick throw. Caught up the seam. Touchdown, Houma. Trayon Bell right up the hash marks. That's a big, quick response. Now it's going to be back to an 8-point game. And our defense will have to get another big stop, and the offense will have to, again, score a touchdown, then, go for 2 and tie things up if you want a chance to go to OT. Well, folks, the pressure is officially on this defense right now. We trail by 8. Regis gets the handoff and somehow picks up 3 to despite running into a wall. They're going to drain the clock as much as they can here on this drive. Joseph facing a blitz, lost it, recovered by the Bobcats. Malik Moon comes out with the recovery. We were waiting for a turnover. We finally get one late in the fourth quarter. The Bobcats have life. What a turnaround late in this one, but it's not over yet. The pressure came from Dorian Combs again. That's going to be his third sack of the day. Maloney also in there on that tackle. And we are 10 yards away from potentially tying this game up. We're going to hand it off. Boyd is going to lose a couple inches there. But it's 4-down territory. We have 3 more plays to find the end zone. And we go empty here on 2nd and goal. Breda fires. Broken up. Diving play in the end zone. We have 2 more attempts. You cannot let that fumble go to waste. The defense gave you the best chance possible to force overtime, and it's picked off for a 3rd time. No! I'm in disbelief. This entire crowd is stunned. Tyquan Bullard just broke the pass up, then comes back next play and picks off Breda for the 3rd time. His worst game all season long. And now we're back to square one, and Regis breaks one loose. 1st and 10, Monarchs. We squandered it. We squandered our biggest chance to win this game. And now the clock ticks away. On 1st down, before the warning, they'll hand it off. It's going to be Regis. Gain of 2. A buck 27 on 20 carries. We have not found a solution to stopping the run. Can our defense just hold for one more play and give this offense their absolute final chance to win this game? We still have 2 timeouts. We can still have 1 if we can get a stop right here, which we will get. Gates once again is there. It's not exactly over, but now it becomes a lot more difficult as the punt is away and fair caught. No, it bounces out inside the 10. This punter has been amazing all game long. We have to go 93 yards to force overtime. Starting with the screen pass to Boyd. We have only 1 timeout to use. You've got to go fast. You've got to go fast. Now from the 11. Breda will throw it. Complete. Turning upfield. Javon Moore gets out of bounds. The clock stops. Empty look. Breda fires quickly. Caught inbounds by Nelson. Bullard in coverage. Not allowing much. Just over 60 seconds left to play. Breda fires quickly. Turning upfield. It's Javon Moore across the 45. He has now surpassed 100 yards once again. 1 minute left to go. We still have that timeout. 44 yards away now. 54 yards away. And Breda barely gets rid of it. 3-man rush. Breda fires a strike into Kiki Newcomb. And we use our final timeout. You got 50 seconds to find the end zone. 40 yards away. Can somebody make a huge play? Breda launches. Caught. Touchdown! CJ Nelson! Can we do it? Can we do it? 40 yards! A strike! Nelson, the senior wideout, comes through when Houma needed it most. But now we have the 2-point conversion. This to potentially force overtime. What do you call? Breda's gonna pass. It is caught! Guess who? Nelson! We're tied at 24. Do you believe this comeback? There's still time left. ODU is all 3 timeouts. They will have it from the 17. With 42 seconds on the clock. One more stop defense. Take us to overtime. Regis picks up 5 on the carry. ODU not going to use their timeouts yet. Inside 30 seconds and caught inside the 40. Now they will use it. They've got 2 left and 25 seconds. First down. Joseph to throw it. Check down. Picked! Randall Glenn! At the 45. This defense stepping up in clutch time. And now with 20 seconds left to go, can we get in field goal range and stop the clock? If you can walk it off before overtime. Breda backing up, stepping up, gets rid of it, and 5 seconds tick away. What a fourth quarter. 2nd and 10, you need about 10 yards to give Lincoln a chance. You have to get out of bounds. That will sail over LaShawn Gray's head. This is your last chance to win this game before overtime. Breda will throw it away again, and we will likely have an overtime period to decide the Sun Belt Conference title game. Holy cow. The punt is away, out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. 1 second left to go, and they will likely just try and heave it down the field or just hand it off. We're going to overtime. We came back from 24-9, and now we have a chance to win at another overtime matchup. Both teams will start at the 25-yard line on their first possessions, and then after that it's just 2-point conversions. What a game, an instant classic, the best of the dynasty, no doubt. And Houma wins the toss. The Bobcats will play defense first. Monarchs will have it at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Can we do what felt like the impossible? Joseph hands it off to Regis. A big hole opens up. Gain of 14. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Regis. This time wrapped up for a loss by DJ Dean. Another big senior making a big play. Just got to keep these guys to a field goal and hope your offense can find the end zone. Joseph has room up to the 7-yard line. 3rd and 6. You know it's a pass. Expect a pass. Play for the pass. And force the incompletion. Joseph can't get it off cleanly. 4th down. They are held to a field goal. He missed a short one earlier in this game. Can he knock this one through the uprights? This kick comes off the upright! It's off the post! It's off the post! What is going on? The Bobcats will have it. We're in field goal range. Just play it carefully. Do not turn this ball over, whatever you do. That's caught. Trayon Bell inside the 5. What is happening in this game? 1st and goal, Houma from the 3. Just hand this ball off 3 times and then take a chip shot. Don't even try to do anything fancy. Boyd is gonna get in! Houma are Sun Belt champions! We did it! We actually just did that! 6 straight wins! The Bobcats have won their first Sun Belt Championship. Conference winners for the first time in program history. Oh my God! There it is, the Sun Belt Trophy right there. I am simply stunned. I am nearly speechless. I'm going to be soon. My voice is going to be shot once I'm done recording here. That was absolutely balls to the wall insanity. Insanity. How do we just come back from 24-9 and then win in overtime in that fashion? That is absolutely unreal. Craziest game I have ever watched in any game, maybe ever. Absolutely insane. And it comes in the championship game in the conference, no less. 6 straight wins. That's win number 10. And in 4 years, we have gone from the worst team in college football to the best team in our own conference. What a turnaround. Brady made a couple of huge plays late. Despite his mistakes, we overcome them somehow. On the ground, not much to really speak of, but boy did have the walk-off winner in overtime on that 3-yard handoff. How about Javon Moore? A huge touchdown. How about Nelson? The touchdown that would have forced overtime. Absolutely huge plays by a couple of these wideouts. Man, I don't know how you can possibly follow that game up. That was an absolute spectacle. Huge sacks by Dorian Gates, or Draymond Gates and Dorian Combs, I should say. You had the amazing pick by Glenn to at least give us a chance to win the game prior to overtime. Did not end up doing so. But, I mean, man, we let so many chances go to waste and still found a way to win. I really cannot believe that. That was absolute cinema. Not much else can be said. George Lincoln missed a key field goal early, but their kicker missing 2 short yardage kicks, one coming off of the post in overtime. I can't believe that Gideon missed that. Joseph played very well in this game. 11 for 16. They ran the ball with ease against our defense. 5.6 per carry for Regis. No really big plays besides the one to Caraway for a touchdown to close the first half. But when things mattered most, our defense were the ones who came through time and time again. As soon as they scored their 24th points, this defense locked in. They gave us every chance humanly possible to go and win this game. And finally, the offense figured things out at least a little bit, enough to win, plus some luck on special teams. And I really don't know how we just pulled this off, but I'm so glad we did. Houma Bobcats are officially Sun Belt champions for the very first time. Congratulations to all of these seniors who came in from other schools or stayed here in this program. And we take it 30-24, staying on track for win number 6 in a row. And we have more good news. 3-star defensive tackle Dom Simmons has chosen Houma as his first college option. He commits to our school. Got a few more guys that we're going after. And we actually go down in the top 25 from 18 to 22 somehow. We somehow lose some championship contender rating, I guess, despite winning the Sun Belts. Dorian Combs, Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week. And National Defensive Player of the Week in the conference championships. Huge game by him, who's not even like really a full-time starter for us. And Javon Moore wins Offensive Player of the Week in the conference. Not really surprised there. And has our year come to an end? Have we missed out on the college football playoff bracket? As of right now, we are not in the 2027 college football playoff bracket at all. We were the 12 last time we checked before this last game. Despite the win, it seems like we have been surpassed by Western Kentucky. I don't know how you go down after losing your conference championship game, but we have. We advance and secure one more commitment from Emmett Coolidge, a 3-star right end out of St. Louis, Missouri. Got a few more guys that we're going after, but we can't really tack on more hours until we reach the off-season. And we're going to face Clemson in this bowl game. Luke Cromanhope of FSU wins the Heisman Trophy with 41 touchdowns to only 6 INTs. And Karan Boyd does end up winning the 2027 Best Running Back Award. He was first place for the last several weeks of the year, and he ends up holding on to it. That overtime touchdown might have played a pretty big role. In the other awards, Malik Moon wins the Best Defensive Back. Holy cow. I mean, he had like, what, 7, 8 sacks this year, 5 INTs. One of those was for a pick 6. Couple tackles for loss. And we're going to face the number 10 Clemson Tigers in the Birmingham Bowl. And that means that we are not in the college football playoff. We missed out despite winning that game. Let's go see who made it, I guess. In the brackets, you've got Western Kentucky facing off against UNC. Michigan faces Oregon. Washington plays Oklahoma. Wisconsin plays Ohio State. And the top 4 seeds are FSU, the number 1 team in the nation. You've got UAB at the 2 because they won their conference. Ball State as the 3. What is going on here? USC as the 4. Despite being 9-4, they must have won. They must have won their conference as well. Wow. After all that, we still missed out, but now we have an even tougher game against the Clemson Tigers, who are like a 5-star program. But if you can win games like we just did against ODU, then you always have a chance. Karan Boyd ends up being a national first-team All-American. Very impressed by his play. Malik Moon, despite winning Best Defensive Back, does not make it to the national first team. And he's not on the national second team either. How does that even work? Very confused by that. I doubt any Houma freshmen made the national team either. What about the conference teams? On the first team, you got Karan Boyd, obviously. But Walker White makes it over Stephen Breda. You've got Grant Huff, our left guard, in his junior year. And you don't have Malik Moon or any defensive players. How is that possible? Second team, you have a lot of players. Most offensive, you got Breda, Javon Moore, LaShawn Gray, Isaiah Crowder, Cole Kane, Reggie Cole makes it after coming back in pretty much to be our starting right tackle, I believe. Draymond Gates makes it. Lehan makes it, but Malik Moon has been absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed of any other accolades besides Best Defensive Back. How did he win that and not make anything else? For freshmen, you've got Cole Kane as well, and Keelan Byard and Dominic Maloney in the conference. So a lot of awards, a lot of players step up. A couple guys got robbed and jobbed and whatever you want to say. And we kind of lose out, I think, unfairly on a college football playoff spot. We end up going down 4 ranks to 22. And now we gotta go to Alabama for the second year in a row for a bowl game. Last time it was the Camellia Bowl, which is also in Alabama, I'm pretty sure. And now we gotta go back there to face Clemson. A very tough team. They're like a 90 overall. And they're ranked number 10 nationally. I'm just curious, what kind of job offers is head coach Rahim Finch getting? We got a couple offers to be a coordinator at LSU, Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Pittsburgh, but no head coaching jobs. Wow. We still have one game left on the year, so not going to check records until this year is officially over and done with it. And, then we'll check the final stats on the entire season. But National Signing Day, we get a lot of players. We get 13 of 17 targets committed to our school. We got Schlottman, DeVries, Nick Bonea, Chuck Carter, Cal Harper, Reggie Lamb, Dakota Farrell, Larry Lamp, Enrique Cherador, Brian Lair, Dom Zimmons, Lee Agbana, and Emmett Coolidge so far. Got a couple other offers out there. Got a battle with Oklahoma State to get Raphael Keller. But we're on our way to another, perhaps our best recruiting class. As of right now, we have the number 27 ranked class. And we'll see if we can add to it once we play this bowl game. So one game left here in 2027, folks. A couple of things don't go our way, but I mean, what a way to close conference play. You come out on top in the championship game in, frankly, amazing, unheard of fashion. And now we get another real test against the Clemson Tigers. Probably the toughest team we have ever faced overall-wise in the Dynasty. So we'll see the end of this year next time around. We're 10-3, looking for number 11 to finish this year as strong as possible. I will see y'all there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. What did you think? Leave your feedback down below. Your thoughts on this episode. Was this the craziest game you've ever seen in this game? At least, CPU play. I think it was for me. But that'll do it. Please like the video again. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And I'll see you guys in the final game of the year, the Birmingham Bowl against the Clemson Tigers. Take care and have a great day.